This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Thursday, September 14th, 2023. The title of this rant is Sea Level Rise, Decisive Action by the U.S. Needed Now. So this is a worldwide phenomenon. We've known about it for a long time. It's worse and getting worse. And in the shipping industry in general, they know this all over the place, whether it's insurance companies, whether it's shipping container companies, whether it's port authorities, whether it's manufacturers who ship a tremendous, or agricultural companies that ship a tremendous amount of goods by ship, that sea level rise is worse and getting worser, and things need to be done. And of course, the greater the rise, the greater the cost, the decrease in availability, it'll directly affect us. And what we've seen most recently is scientists have been able to look at what is going on in terms of glacier melting, ice shelf melting, Greenland, the Arctic, Antarctica, and they see a dramatic rise, and they don't see it being able to be stopped in the near future. So we need to take dramatic action now. And in terms of our ports and port authorities, we need to look at this as how we can address this now and into the future to mitigate this, to protect U.S. assets all along the East Coast, West Coast. Think of New York, Houston, and LA as the ports. Just a 10 or 15 foot rise in the sea level, what that will do to those shipping companies, to those ports. And think of the chemical and oil refineries that are in the low-level lands, let's say in Louisiana, how a sea level rise will directly affect them. And of course, the reason why I bring this up today, this is why we have nationally elected leaders, House, Senate, presidential, because we need to have smart people looking at these things, seeing that we need to make changes, addressing these changes, and then implementing these changes. But basically, from our friends on the Republican side, for the last 40 plus years, we have only seen legislation in terms of short-term gains for corporations and the super rich, meaning in terms of tax deductions all over the place. And right now, these things need to be addressed. And of course, there's many, many other issues that need to be addressed. But only Democrats will really address them. They are willing to make the changes that are necessary, the hard decisions that are necessary. And that is why, basically, we need to elect liberal Democrats. We need to get a supermajority of Democrats in the House and the Senate to effect legislation to protect us. And again, this is not just only for sea level rise, but in so many other areas. We need to elect liberal Democrats.